Lafayette's best country, 95.7. It's B. Adams. It's time for another Y95 Live. And joining me in studio today is my old friend, Christine Kindred. Good morning.
Good morning and hello.
How you been?
Good. Very good. How have you been?
I've been good. It's been a few years. We kind of follow each other on social media, so I feel like it hasn't been that long. But it actually has been a few years since we've seen each other.
Yeah.
Christine has been coming in... Man, over the years, she's been in several times, at least a handful of times in studio with me. So it's nice to have you back, and we're going to catch up. So for those that don't know you, Christine Kindred, she's a local artist, originally from Plainfield, lives out in the Kokomo area now, everywhere in between. So kind of tell everybody, because this might be a whole new audience up here, tell everybody who you are, your genre, who you mold yourself after. Are you your own person?
Right.
You got the floor.
So I'm singer-songwriter, country artist. I guess you could say a little alternative as well. But yeah, I guess I'm a tumbleweed because I have been like everywhere in Indiana.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, but yeah, I just have been writing my own stuff for the last 12 years. And one of my songs actually that I have out, I wrote with my husband. But most everything else is just all written by me. I play shows all over Indiana, all over the states actually. Just opened up for Travis Tritt a couple weekends ago.
Love it.
And it was an awesome show. So
where was that at?
Brownstown.
Okay, yeah. We'll dive into kind of who you've opened for and who you play with and everything too. You mentioned your husband, so let's shout out Isaac because he's also a really good artist in his own right.
Isaac Red and the Revolvers.
Isaac Red and the Revolvers. He has such. I don't want to say like he'd probably kill me for saying this. I don't want to say like hipster, right?
No,
but he's got that like just that look.
He really loves the Rolling Stones. So I guess like when people ask me, they're like, what would you like say that inspires him? Rolling Stones, 100%.
That checks out.
Yeah.
That definitely checks out. Does he still have the stash?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
He's trying to grow a beard.
Nice. Very nice. Well, if people don't already follow you, I'm sure there's some people listening that already do, but for those that don't follow you, shout out your social medias.
Yeah. So on Instagram, it's Christine Kindred Music, and then everything else is Christine Kindred Music on Facebook, all that good stuff. I need to tweet more. I don't tweet enough.
I have fallen off on Twitter. So at one point I was verified and then I wasn't. Like when Elon Musk took over, I lost my blue check, which I never even asked for the blue check mark in the first place.
It's called like X now.
Now it's X.
Right?
Yeah. I just don't get on there nearly as much anymore because I feel like I'm always seeing stuff from people I don't even follow. Like I don't know what's happening on X right now.
I think the algorithm on everything is like really
messed
weird.
up, especially during a political season.
Yeah,
like
100%.
I open X and it's nothing but like political stuff on both sides.
Oh,
and I'm just like, I don't even know like who this person is tweeting this. Like, why is this on my...
Somehow they want you to see it.
I know, it's crazy. Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, went from being probably my favorite platform to the one I hardly ever use anymore.
Right.
But I mean, I guess it's still good to have, especially if you're like an artist or whatever. But
I think back in 2018, Twitter was the place you went to go talk badly about somebody without them knowing that it was them.
What do they call it? Subtweeting? Yeah, subtweeting. Yeah. Instagram's kind of the big one right now. I feel like that a lot of artists use. And of course TikTok. Is everywhere, which that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother ball game.
Oh yeah.
We've talked about that with numerous other artists on Y95 Live, and there's people like you who've been out grinding and been out in the thick of it for so long. And then you get like some young gun that comes up and, they haven't played 20 shows in their life, but they put stuff on TikTok and then a record label comes around and they're like, oh, that person's got 100,000 followers on TikTok. Let's sign them. And it's like, they ain't done nothing.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely turned into a following type of
which
industry.
I hate that. There's so much talent out there. That doesn't get the shot that they deserve because of, and I'm not completely crapping on the new generation, but
I think like being authentic though, eventually, like for people that are authentic and continue to do that, like those things are going to stick with them forever. So I think that in the long run, like it's what you're proud of.
Yeah.
And like if you're proud of putting your music out and just being authentic with it and not worrying about the followers and just more of just who the people who want to listen to your music.
See, I'm all for using the platforms that you're given. I'm not against putting your music on TikTok and getting I'm not against any of that. I just wish that they had to put in the time like everybody else,
Right.
go play some shows and, I don't know. It's just kind of that get
Well,
rich
those
quick
things too will
scheme.
also catch up because I feel like if you just get thrown into a show and you don't actually play shows, it will show.
That's a good point.
Like people are gonna notice that.
Well, speaking of shows, you've played a whole lot of them. I saw recently, was it this season? I think it was a preseason game. Did you play Touchdown Town for the Colts?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fun. It was a really good time. I honestly didn't know what to expect, especially being like the first preseason game. But
Yeah.
it was a good time.
I mean, how many people does Lucas Oil hold? Like 60,000?
Oh,
and Touchdown Town is like, I mean, it's right
It's
there.
right outside,
I mean, it's right outside the doors. So whether they're completely stopping and watching your whole set or not, I mean, you're getting.
Oh, we had a really good crowd. Like it was actually really awesome. It was the earliest gig I think I've ever had to like get set up for. We were there at like 7 a.m.
Yeah. How did you get that gig?
Actually, a really, really cool friend of ours. He does sound for a lot of the bigger shows in Indianapolis. So he and I had been in contact for a while about playing that, and so he was able to finally get me on one of those.
That's
gigs.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know like Clayton Anderson. He's one of the bigger names in Indiana when it comes to country music. He's played it. I think Kyle Bledsoe's played it. He's more of local around here. I think Corey Cox has played it. So it's not easy to get that gig.
I wouldn't. Yeah, it's not, but it's such a fun gig too, and it's an awesome thing for like artists in Indiana to be able to get up there because it's a good platform.
Absolutely.
Like, there was a lot of really awesome people there, and you got Colts fans, so that's a big thing.
Yeah.
My next thing is the national anthem at the Colts game.
Now,
That's
you've
the
sung
next-
some
yeah.
national anthems, right? Have you done it for the Pacers or Fever?
I did it for Pacers.
Okay.
Yep, and then I did it at Rooster Tail Festival in Madison, Indiana. A
Oh,
few weeks
yes.
back. Yep.
Yes, because that was right when Ingrid and Dress did that
It was
terrible.
like right after. It was
Yes.
so bad.
So I remember that because it was like because you posted your national anthem, which was great, by the way.
Thank you.
And then a week or however many days later, Ingrid and Dress completely butchered hers.
Yeah, it was. I honestly kind of felt really, really sorry for her. I will say that one of the best quotes I've ever seen was from Parker McCollum. And he had said that people ask all the time for him to sing the national anthem, and he's literally turned it down every time because it is one of those things with very low reward.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you mess it up and botch it, everybody will be at your throat.
Yeah, I remember him saying that, and it is so true. Well, luckily for you, you did a really good job. I just thought you did a good job capitalizing on the moment.
Right.
Because everybody was talking about the anthem, and you're
Right.
like, oh, here's the one I did.
Here you go.
How was opening for Travis Tritt?
It was awesome. I get really lucky and get to like open up for a lot of 90s country artists, which is awesome because that's
90s
what
is
I
the
love.
best, yeah.
And so last year was Sarah Evans at this festival. This year was Travis Tritt. And it was just like super cool to see him live. He did such a great job. And so it was honestly a really cool festival all weekend long because you had Charles Wesley Godwin. He was on the next day as well. I think he had been touring with Zach Bryan for a while.
Oh, wow.
And he was actually super cool. We hung out, like, he was just really cool about, like, hanging out with everybody all weekend. But just seeing some of those artists that you don't normally get to see, too.
Yeah.
When, you like, everybody's on the road and, like, usually playing shows. Everybody was so cool. It was just, like, a really fun
Yeah, I
little-
saw Travis Tritt in Martinsville a few years back, and he put on a good show. So you mentioned Travis Tritt. You mentioned Sarah Evans. Talking with Christine Kindred, by the way, here on Y95 Live. You mentioned Travis Tritt. You mentioned Sarah Evans. Who are some of the other people you've opened up for?
Jody Messina. That was at the
Big
Bluebird.
one.
Yeah, that was
Was that
honestly-
before or after the Cole Swindell remake?
Before.
Okay.
Before. 100% before. Yeah. Yeah, but that was awesome. That was probably my favorite that I've ever done just because she's one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to country music. And listening to her live was insane because she sounds just as good on the record
Yeah.
or like as the record live. And
Yeah.
I was just completely blown away by her. And an extremely nice person too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Most country artists, I feel like, are.
Yeah.
Most of them. Talking with Christine Kindred, local artist, living in Kokomo now, but as she described herself as a tumbleweed, she's kind of been all over Indiana. We're going to hear her sing a song coming up here in just a few minutes. She's going to hang out a little bit longer. It's B. Adams. This is Y95 Live. Back on Y95 Live here on 95.7, hanging out with Christine Kindred. We go way back, and we've already got to chat with her a little bit and kind of catch up and hear what she's been up to lately. Now we're going to hear her sing one, and I understand this is kind of a new one?
Yep. and this one's coming out this fall. It's called I Don't Want To. I wrote this song, like a few years ago and just brought it back to life recently.
All right, let's hear it. It's Christine
Awesome.
Kindred on Y95 Live.
I drive miles to get to you, anything you ask me to, and you know it. I knew love was hard to find, but I should've ran away the night when I met you. Was it the look in your eyes? Couldn't tell you goodbye, but now I need you. But you ain't in love, I don't wanna be lonely, so I'll stay in this bed and then you hurt me again. Broken heart, don't make it feel holy. You just take what you can get, make it hard to forget that I love you. But I don't want to. You're a habit I can't break, a drug I know I'm gonna take, and I like it. I stop believing all your lies, but when you look me in the eyes, I fall every time. But you ain't in love, I don't wanna be lonely, so I'll stay in this bed and let you hurt me again. Broken heart, don't make it feel holy. You just take what you can get and make it hard to forget that I love you. But I don't want to. Sometimes I just wish you'd tell the truth. But if you did, I know it'd be the end of me and you. 'Cause you ain't in love, now I don't wanna be lonely, so I'll stay in this bed and let you hurt me again. A broken heart, don't make it feel holy. You just take what you can get and make it hard to forget that I love you. I don't want to. Yeah, I love you, but I don't want to.
Woo woo! Yeah, that one's called I Don't Want To.
Yes.
And you said you wrote it a few years ago.
Yeah. Brought it back to life. It was a song that I didn't know if I was ever actually going to record. And then I was sitting with my producer, and he said that every time you play that song live, everybody loves it. We should just record it because everybody keeps asking like where they can listen to it. So
it's good to have those people around, you know,
Right.
to kind of help you with those decisions.
Yep.
Because I love it. It's a great song.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
If people want to hear that song or any of your other music, where can they find it?
So everything is on every music platform, Spotify, iTunes. I know some people still do YouTube, so it's on there.
It's there. YouTube, yeah. Just search Christine Kindred.
Yep.
All right, go check her out. And also, if you want to find her on social media, shout out your social media handles.
Christine Kindred Music. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever it's called. It's all on there.
Go give her a follow. We're going to talk just a little bit more with her coming up here in just a few minutes, as well as hear another song. So stick around. It's B. Adams and Christine Kindred. This is Y95 Live. Back on Y95 Live, this is Lafayette's Best Country, hanging out with Christine Kindred. And I understand you have a new single coming out. First of all, what's it called and when can we expect it?
It's called Hello Heart. It's coming out on September 13th, and I am super excited about this one. Another one that I wrote that a lot of people, when I play it live, ask where can I go listen to this song. So I had to get this one out. It's actually one of my favorites I think I've ever written too.
Wow. So exactly 2 weeks from today, you can expect that single. And as she mentioned, alluded to a little bit earlier, just search Christine Kindred on any platform. So tell us about the song. You're saying it's your favorite. Did you write it by yourself?
Yes. Yeah. So I feel like the reason why I love it so much is because a lot of music in country music right now, I feel like everybody wants, no offense, they kind of talk about trucks and drinking and all that stuff.
Trucks,
and I feel,
beer,
all
women.
that stuff. But like for me, I wanted something that was super real and raw. And mental like health awareness is like super big for me. Growing up in a family with a lot of mental health issues and just things that happen in life, you tend to like not want to talk about that with people. And I wrote this song because I felt like sometimes, especially from a woman's standpoint, like guys will talk about, oh, like I know I'm a bad dude, you know, and you never hear a girl really talk about,
Yeah.
hey, like
Right.
I messed up, I'm sorry. So this song is really talking about like the depths of, you know, having depression or anxiety or anything like that, and just basically a little letter to somebody saying like, please love me for those broken parts of me,
Yeah.
and to
All of
understand that,
me.
yeah,
Yeah.
and to understand that like you're trying to be the best that you can. And I feel like a lot of women and a lot of guys too have related to this song when I play it out live and really enjoy it. It's it's not supposed to be sad. It's supposed to be kind of sad happy, which I love writing sad happy songs.
Yeah.
It's kind
Yeah.
of my thing.
Right.
But yeah, I'm really excited about this one, and I hope a lot of people can really connect to it.
Well, let's play a little snippet of it here. Give you just, I'm not going to play a lot of it. It doesn't come out for
Right,
2 more
right.
weeks, but I'll give you a little snippet here. This is what you can expect from Christine Kindred's new song, Hollow Heart.
Now just hope I'll get more time.
Sounds so good.
Thank you.
Tell the ones I love that I'll be just fine.
I can't wait to hear the full version.
Please don't me. Can you love the broken parts of me?
All right, that's all you get. That's all you get. You got to hear the rest of it September 13th. Again, Christine Kindred. That's her new song coming out 2 weeks from today. It's called Hollow Heart. And Christine Kindred. Search her on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever
All
you
of it.
get your music,
Yep.
all the above. I'm excited to hear the rest of that song there. Actually, I do get to hear it. You guys just don't. So.
Right. You got it.
That's perks of the job.
Right.
Perks of the job. Dylan Marlowe kind of just did the same thing. Like he just had a new song come out and he sent it to me, and he's got a new album on the way. And he was like, I was like, well, if you got a certain song you want me to play, you know, just let me know. And he said, I'll just send you the whole album. And
That's
I was
awesome.
just like, deal.
Yeah, it sounds good. Be the first to hear it.
Well, Christine, thank you so much for coming in and taking some time and hanging out with us today. I hope you had fun.
I did. Thank you so much for having me.
And we are looking forward to that new single, man. I'm gonna have it on repeat over the next
Heck
2
yeah.
weeks. That way, when it comes out for everybody else, I already know all the words.
You will know all the words, and then you can come sing it at a show.
Deal. Thanks so much.
Thank you.